What if there was a way to better our communities, improve learning outcomes, and enrich the lives of young people all at the same time?
What if college students wanted to spend more of their time and energy in a positive way, a way that helped others around them?
What if college faculty could be re-energized with more effective teaching methods and the public application of their academic discipline?
What if an organization existed that brought students, faculty, and communities together to help solve societal and public problems?
What if there was a way to motivate the next generation to give back to the community and participate in our American democratic process? Now there is. With Florida Campus Compact and Service Learning, all this is possible.
Many believe the country is going through a hard time. Economically, we are struggling. Many businesses are fighting to stay alive. Unethical mismanagement in business is more prevalent than ever. And government budgets are tight. At the same time, indicators of civic engagement among the next generation are down. Declining political knowledge, lower voter turnout, even a basic understanding of civics is questionable, and attitudes and values in Generation X and Y are weakening.
This is both a challenge and an opportunity. Florida Campus Compact is part of a growing national movement. It is an organization of college and university presidents in Florida seeking to improve learning, civic engagement, and communities in our state. That means bringing several parts of the community together to work together for the good of all involved, for the good of the community.
Because when you are in the community and you are engaging with people in whatever aspect, it's practical, and you're able to practically apply whatever theory you're learning or whatever concept it is that, professors are trying to convey. It puts a face to, I think, what it is that they're trying to teach you. So I do think that it works.
For the good of colleges and universities.
I'd say it will help retention. It is incredible PR, so it should help to build the endowment.
For the good of the students.
And what's exciting is that the research shows that there are really some important learning outcomes when students engage in service learning.
For the good of faculty.
After you teach the same core courses year in and year out, it can become stale. And this is a way to reinvigorate faculty.
The task of bringing all of these parties together may sound difficult, but it's already being done through a concept called service learning. What you're seeing is a concept called service learning. Students providing a service and helping the community they live in. As they work, they're helping others and also helping themselves.
From my point of view, the overwhelming impact on students is that service learning enables them to become who they are.
As we began to refine and work with our university's mission statement, and we're thinking about the three major legs of that mission stool, instruction, service, and research, we realized that this was a way in which we could connect all three of those together.
But I think using community service, using the co-curricular side of the house to develop a culture of service at your institution such that service just begins to permeate and it just shows up in almost every aspect in every program.
Service learning programs involve projects that address local needs while developing students' academic skills, sense of civic responsibility, and commitment to the community.
Any collegiate course in any field or discipline can incorporate service learning. An example might be a business or communications course where the goal is to teach students to design effective marketing plans. Other examples might be chemistry students analyzing the effects of lead paint on children, engineering and architecture students collaborating with local governments to design an affordable housing complex or children's playground, and education majors mentoring at-risk students in concert with K through 12 partners.
Just as an example, over the past few months, we've been working on developing a project at FIU called the VITA project, okay, VITA. And that's the Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Program that's partnered with the Internal Revenue Service.
I believe that most of my students are not going to be sociologists. They're taking an intro course to sociology. They are going to be citizens, they are going to be parents, they are going to be members of community, they are going to be people who vote or don't vote, and as part of their curriculum, they're being introduced to the idea, the basic premise of sociology is that we're all in this together. I believe that they are becoming empowered as opposed to passive learners, and I think that that's incredibly important.
Let's take a look now how service learning helps solve a problem in the Central Florida area.
In a remote area of Central Florida, 1 hour outside of Orlando, students in the community are doing their part to help save the environment.
Well, we're planting lots of trees so that they can grow on this island here.
For years, this swampland by the St. Johns River lapsed in decay. But then, college students teamed up with kids from Neptune Middle School to tackle the problem.
They're building this island and putting trees on it so more wildlife and endangered species can come and nest in and have a home and stuff like that.
It's service learning in the truest sense of the word.
Service learning is something that serves the community and has some benefit of learning towards the students or whoever's doing it. And I think what we learned today was how to protect our environment and how to keep it nice and clean.
Kids planting trees, and more trees, and more trees.
These middle school students not only realize that there's a lot of work being done, but there's also a bigger picture.
This is the only environment that we have, and if we don't protect it, then there's no other, so we might as well protect the one that we have.
It was help the St. Johns River Water Management District needed.
They can work fast, they're motivated already, and in this case they learned about the importance of what they're doing before they started planting trees, so it's been amazing. We've put 150 trees in an hour.
Kids at this age would normally be found doing something less productive on a day like this, but for these kids, this was the only place they wanted to be.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It doesn't matter what type of volunteer work it is, as long as I'm happy doing it and it benefits myself and somebody else.
And when the work was done, the kids managed to squeeze in a little time to play. I'm Carrie Kaler, reporting from the Orlando Wetlands.